In this particular workflow, this is a workflow which we can run. This can be run from by multiple users. Then how they would know this particular workflow current run is for which user? It is based on your item key. Item type means which workflow we are using. That is the internal name of the item. Item key means for the current, it is a string to uniquely identify the item type instance. So this item type used by user 1, then it's definitely that particular user should give the item key to identify that particular item instance belongs to that particular user. These two are, you know it very clearly. And the act ID, it is given by the Oracle. It is the ID of the activity from where the procedure is called. Here I told you in the last video also, this is a procedure which we are calling, and this is a second procedure. Here also we can call the procedure. Here also we can call. Here also we can. Here also. There are 4 plus 4, 8 procedures are there. Then how the system will identify for a particular item type, for a particular item key, for this particular procedure, it will give the ID. That is called act ID. So ID of the activity from where the procedure is called. For each procedure call, Oracle gives a unique ID. Coming to func mode, this is the execution mode of the activity. In this particular workflow, this is activity, this is also activity, this is also activity. All are activities. All are activities. And all activities will have certain modes. In which mode they are running, that will be decided by which parameter? Func mode. We are not going to assign anything. The Oracle itself, based on your input, func mode will be assigned. The possible func modes for the functions, here you can see in this workflow builder, what are the things you can see? Functions. These are all functions. If you open here, you can see here function, right? It is a function, and this is a notification. In the notification also you can call a function. You can see here every notification have a field called function. This is a function. And if you want to know the func mode for the function, then the possible func modes are run, cancel, retry. In this diagram, this particular function will have run, cancel, and third one is retry. These are the 3 possibles of func mode. We will discuss everything very clearly, how we can reproduce those func modes. And coming to notification, once the notification is reach out, it will be by default it will be in the run mode. We will see how it will be. Then it can be have a nine possibilities of the func modes. For the notification, we will be having 9 func modes. For the functions, we will be having 3. Of course, skip is there. Skip is not going to cover. It is not a valid as far as my knowledge. And the notification have the 9 func modes. Func modes. So if the notification having result type, without result type, always the func mode will be run. That means here when you open the notification, you are having result type, right? If you don't have this result type, then if it is none, for example, if it is none, then it will be having always run. The func mode will be always run. And if the result type is, if the notification has a result type, the notification has result type, then the possibility function modes are respond, validate, run. When the notification is forward, then forward to another user. The notification is, this particular notification is forward to another user. then the mode of run is forward. If it is transferred to another user, then the func mode will be transfer. If the notification is moved to another person asking for more information, then it will go into question func mode. And if the person who got that particular notification, if he answers for this question, that particular, then the func mode will be answer. If the particular notification is not responded for a given time period based on the timeout, then the notification status, the func mode will be timeout. And the cancel we will be having when we skip it or when we retry it, or when we re-execute the notification, then we will get the cancel. We will see one by one how these will work when these will comes into picture. And understanding of this status is very important in order to restrict the user entries. Say for example, I don't want to skip this particular, here this particular notification is going for 2 users. If it is not approved, sometimes this can be skipped to this step. So I don't want to do that. Then I should know the status of this notification. That is possible by this particular 9 only. And I don't want to move the I want to send the notification to the other guy when the notification is not responded for 2 days. Then how would I know? First I should know the status of this notification, then I can perform something. So in order to restrict, or in order to have a control over the each and every activity, in order to have the control over the each and every activity, we use func modes. And if the user made any mistake in the notification, if he is wrongly entered, or if you don't want to if you want to restrict some access to the user, then that can be achieved once you get the func mode status. Otherwise you can't. So this is having very important place in this particular workflow. And last parameter is result out. Result out is exactly works as your error buff or red code. If you want to complete your workflow, you have to use complete. If you want to defer your workflow, you have to use deferred. And if you want to error your workflow, your activity, it may be a function, it may be of your notification. Yes, you can use error. And notified and waiting we will not use, but in our sessions we will try to cover complete and deferred very clearly with some examples. And this is the end of the video. Please watch coming videos for understanding about notifications and functions, func mode, and result out parameters. Thanks for watching. Hi friends, in this video we will work on result out parameter. What are the possibilities we are having for the result out parameter? A are complete, waiting, deferred, notified, error. And in this course we will cover complete, deferred and error. and waiting and notified are going to be used by the standard activities, not required for us in development. In this video, we will work on complete. What is meant by result out? When you call a procedure from the workflow, it will have any kind of result. Based on that result, if you want to change the direction of your workflow, then we will be going for result type. First, we will see what without result type, then you will understand the concept of result out. For that, I'm creating a workflow, a standalone workflow. Just go to open. First, what we need to do, we need to open the location where WF folder is exist in the Aura home on data US. Here WSTD will be there. WSTD, yeah, WFSTD is there. So now save as. Save as. What is the file name we have? We want to have XX func modes or result out, or else functions. We are discussing about functions, right? Functions topic in the workflow. That's why I'm naming it as XX functions. Save. Now here on the standard one, I am creating a new item type called XX item XX function. Click on OK. Now new item type has been created. Now here we are having all the attributes, all the components of the workflow. Now what is my requirement is, first, without any result of a given activity of a given function, we will see now. So now what we will do is, just I want to send a notification to the person, a performer. That's it. That is your requirement. You know very well, right? Just click on a message first, create a message, XX MSG to performer. You can give any name here. Message to performer. What is the body you want to have here? Hi. I want to have plain text only, but in HTML body. Hi. BR. This is the demo workflow for functions. BR. Thanks. Oracle team. Just apply it. Messages have been created. Now, do you have any result here? If you want to have a result here, yes, you can have by creating what? This message has no result type. If you want to have a result type, you need to create what? A lookup. But we are concentrating on functions now. That's why I'm not giving any result type to the message. And now I'm creating a notification. What is the notification? XX message to performer notif. Okay, I want to have the same name here. Here also same name. What is your message? This is a message what we have. Click on apply. Now create a new process, XX process, XX message to performer proc. I want to have same name here also, here also. Apply. Now go to process. First what we need to do, place your, go to standard one, place start and end like this. Once you place it, then place your notification, because you are sending the notification to the a person. Simply you are sending, and here you need to give what, performer. In the node, in the here you need to give the performer. Okay, so here I want to create an item attribute. I want to give a, take an item attribute, go to attribute section, here performer. I'm taking the name as performer. Here I'm taking text only, no issue here. And here I'm giving here operations. Okay, now what would happen here, this start node we need to give as start, and this end node we need to give what, end. This is a simple workflow we have. You want to send the notification to person whom, performer, right? Now workflow is complete. In order to understand result out, first we need to create a function without any result type. Let us see how we can use. Here I don't want to use here, I don't want to assign the performer value here. I don't want to assign the performer value here. I want to assign this particular value in the function before going the notification to the notification. Before going to the notification, I want to get that value. I want to get that value. How can I get that value? Here I'm giving the example, assign the performer to the notification, and value should come from the lookup. Here what is our intention is, I want to create a function that will assign the value to the performer. So for that we need to have a lookup, right? So we will go to application developer for creating that. For that we are going to application developer for creating the lookup. See, for understanding the functions with result out, you need to understand this concept, because sometimes we will get the values from somewhere in the Oracle apps. It might be from the lookup, it might be from your PO details. It depends. Just I'm using here, go to application, lookup. You can use application object library. Here just use XX performer, type as XX performer, meaning as also same, and application you can take here purchasing. Here you can take here, in the real time you need to take here a custom application name. It should not be a standard one, and the code is, you take one, meaning is performer one. Description is whom you want to send operations. Tag is nothing. Tag is you want to have XX performer. The tag I want to have here is XX performer. So now let us see where this information stores in the database. So the user maintaining the performer information in the lookup type is XX performer. The table which affects is FND lookup values, where lookup type is equals to XX performer. Lookup type, right? Perfect. So here we got, right? So what in the which field you are having a description, you are having the user information, and the description you are having, in the description you are having your user information, and in the tag you are having, in the tag, if you see, in the tag you are having this one. This is also same. Okay, so now observe here, you are getting value from this particular lookup, and see here, what is enable flag? It must be enabled, right? Without enabling this one, you can't